Welcome to our virtual jazz club. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is almost the end of week number 6 for us. Can't believe how fast it's all gone by. But thank you so much for being here. A huge thank you to all of our listeners who are here already, who have been listening to all of our concerts recently. And a warm welcome to any new listeners we might have tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Laura Dubin and Antonio Guerrero, if you have not been here before. And there are actually 2 special things that we have to share with you tonight. And the first is that as of right now, for the first time, we are live streaming simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube. This is something that we actually wanted to do from the very beginning, but certain technology limitations did not allow that to happen. But now we have the capability of streaming in both places at once. So we're really excited about that because we've had a great audience here on Facebook. We do have some friends who are not Facebook users, so we hope that this will give them an opportunity to join us in real time. What we've been doing up until now is we stream the videos live on my Facebook page, and then later the same night, we just upload the same video to my YouTube channel. But that means that people watching on YouTube have to watch either the next day, if they're not a night owl like me, or maybe later that night. But now we can have folks on both platforms joining us in real time at 8:30 p.m. every night. So we're really thrilled about that. And if there is anybody watching us on YouTube right now, we'd like to say welcome to you. Since this is the first time we're doing it, I'm not sure what to expect as far as our audience size on YouTube right now, but we do hope that it will expand as the weeks go by, just like it's done here on Facebook. And the second thing I'd like to share with all of you is that this video today is part of the Little Theater Cafe's virtual performance series. What that means is the Little Theater Cafe is a wonderful music venue here in Rochester. It's actually a Rochester treasure. And before everything that's going on right now began happening, Antonio and I were actually supposed to play at the Little Theater Cafe tonight. And what the Little has been doing is they've been arranging virtual performances for all of the musicians that were scheduled to perform at the cafe. Since we've already been doing these live streams every night and we've got like our own thing going on now, the Little Theater has graciously shared the video tonight on their own Facebook page, and I think they were doing a little promotion. So we'd like to say thank you to everybody at the Little, and in particular, Mona Sekatola-Slami. She's the one who arranged this whole thing, and she is the curator of the music series at the Little. She also is a wonderful DJ at Classical 91.5, more than just a DJ. She, is one of the main people working at the station there. She's got wonderful taste in music. I love listening to her programs on the radio.
Viola.
Yeah, she's a wonderful violist also, and she's also just one of the biggest advocates for musicians in Rochester. She's been,
thank you, Mona.
Yes, thank you so much. She's been such a support to the whole community, not just during this time, but always. But especially now when so much is going on, she's just been such an amazing person, and we're just so grateful for her support. And thank you so much, Mona, for inviting us to do this virtual Little Cafe concert tonight. So we hope that those of you who might have come to see our live performance at the Little tonight are here with us now. It is one of our favorite venues to play at in Rochester, and for me, as a pianist, it's one of the only venues that has a grand piano, and not just a grand piano, but a concert grand, which is the largest kind of grand piano. It's typically between 8 and 9 feet long, and those pianos are usually meant for a large theater, such as the Eastman Theater or even Carnegie Hall, because the bigger the instrument, the farther the music can travel. And so if you're performing in a big concert hall, you need that sound to travel all the way up to the balcony. But it's like, as a pianist, that's just the most fun and special kind of piano you can possibly play.
It's a powerful instrument.
Yeah, and we're so lucky to have a beautiful one at the Little Theater Cafe, so I always love playing there. I always look forward to it so much, and we just always have such a great vibe when we play there, and the audience is so great. So we hope to perform there again someday whenever, if things start opening again. But for now, if there are any folks joining us right now who are watching this on the Little Theater's Facebook page, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your support. and we hope you'll join us every night for these concerts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I think that was all the housekeeping we had to take care of right now. So let's get started with the music. We'd like to start with a classic composition tonight by the one and only Duke Ellington, and this is called In a Mellow Tone. was called In a Mellow Tone by the great composer and pianist Duke Ellington. And actually, he was so much more than a composer and pianist. He was a band leader, a world-class musician who just took jazz to a whole new level, and he's been an influence on probably every single jazz musician who came after him, whether it was a direct influence or indirect influence. But he's just such an American treasure, and we love playing his music. If you're enjoying the music tonight, please leave us a comment and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, whether you're here in Rochester or if you're in another city, state, country, or...
galaxy, planet,
dimension. We know you're all out there in the internet dimension. And I believe you can also make comments on the YouTube video. You might need to have a YouTube account, and you might need to sign in order to leave a comment. I'm not sure if there's anybody watching right now. Maybe you could give it a try, because this is actually our first time officially streaming to YouTube, and we're still kind of figuring out a couple of things about how it works. But we'd love for you to leave a comment on both Facebook and YouTube. And if you're watching this for the first time, please introduce yourself, because we'd love to meet you and make new friends, even though for the time being it's just virtually. But it's really nice to have new friends here.
Give us a like and subscribe.
Exactly. You can like our Facebook page, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are watching on either platform right now, please head on over to the other platform later on. And if you're watching on Facebook, later tonight, you can go to my YouTube channel, Laura Dubin Jazz, and click subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can go to my Facebook page later, Laura Dubin Jazz, and give that page a like if you are a Facebook user. I know a lot of folks watching on YouTube might not be Facebook users, and that's totally okay. The cool thing about the internet is that there are all sorts of ways for us to share our music with you, and these are two of the best ways.
Right there in your TV, you have the app for YouTube, and you can just go and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see us on a big screen. Might even be, if you have a really, really big TV, it might even be bigger than we are in real life, depending on the size of your screen, if you got one of those home theaters or something. So we picked this next tune for several reasons. The first being that we love this song. It's a great song. It's a Beatles classic that comes from my personal favorite Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I've been listening to that album since I was a little kid. My parents had it on vinyl, so I grew up listening to that, and then I got my own CD version of the album when I was a teenager, or maybe not even. I was probably like 11 years old. This is the song With a Little Help from My Friends, and since we're doing the virtual little cafe tonight, we thought this song With a Little Help from My Friends was appropriate. And also it's an appropriate song because I think the message of this song is kind of true for us and for all of us right now, because I think we're all kind of getting through this experience together, and even though none of us can see each other in real life, we are all helping each other get by with a little help from our friends. Exactly.
Yeah, everybody's here.
Everybody's here on the journey together. Yeah. So we hope you enjoy our rendition of this Beatles classic. I've got several Beatles slideshows here from the last couple nights, but this one is actually a, what did I title this one? It's called Sgt. Pepper's. I confused myself by naming it that. Okay, here we go. was called With a Little Help from My Friends, a classic song by the Beatles. And the title is doubly appropriate because it's got the word little in it, and we're playing virtually at the Little Theater Cafe tonight. And it's also a perfect song because we've truly appreciated all the help and support that you've all been giving us these past few weeks, whether you made a contribution or you downloaded our albums or you've just been here with us watching our videos. We appreciate it so much. We've gotten so many kind messages from our friends and family over Facebook and email, and it's just meant so much to us. You've given us a lot of hope and motivation to continue doing all of these during this time. Which brings me to the next thing that I'd like to say, which is, if you're enjoying the music tonight and you'd like to see us continue doing these videos for as long as possible, please head on over to lauradubin.com. There's a link right in the video on Facebook. For YouTube, again, because this is the first night that we're doing this, I am trying to figure out how to actually put the link in the video while the video is live. And hopefully by tomorrow I'll have figured out how to do that. I tried to test it out before we started tonight. Unfortunately, the only way to try it is while the video is actually live. And I couldn't really figure anything out right at this moment, but I am working on it. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to make a contribution, you can just go to my website, lauradubin.com, and click on the music/store page. If you're on Facebook, there is a direct link to that page right in the video here. And there are 3 different things you can do. You can download our albums. We've got 7 albums that you can choose from. We are in the middle of recording album number 8 right now, and we'll have an announcement about that coming very soon. You can also become a patron of Laura Dubin Jazz by either making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly subscriber. And if you scroll just a little bit past the pictures of the album covers, which is the first thing that you'll see where you can make a one-time donation. You can choose whatever amount you'd like to donate. You can mix and match the amounts if you desire. And you can also adjust the quantity if you'd like to change the dollar amount. And then the third and final option, if you go just below that, you can see, you'll see the area where you can become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz. You can select the amount that you'd like to donate once per month from the drop-down menu, and then click on the yellow button that says subscribe, and you will be redirected to a PayPal website. And that's where you can set up your automatic recurring credit card payment, which will go through once a month. You just have to set it up one time, and then you just let it be. Another little Beatles reference there. And then that's a great way to just show your ongoing support, and you only have to sign up once, which is great. If you ever need to cancel at any time further down the road, there is no penalty if your situation changes and you need to do that. And everything on my website is secure, including the PayPal link. However, if you'd like to make a donation but you prefer not to do it online, you can either send me a private message on Facebook, or if you're not a Facebook user, you can actually go to my website and click on the contact tab, and you can actually just send me an email that way. And we can talk about another method.
Yeah, please visit lauradubin.com.
Yeah.
We have a lot of information.
There's a lot of stuff there.
You can listen samples of the album.
Yep.
Pictures.
Yep, there's pictures, lots of videos, and we're also putting all these live stream videos on my
Yes.
website every night, so there's plenty of ways to see us.
This is important. You can watch them directly there. You don't have to even go to any other platform.
Right, because it's actually a YouTube link embedded right on the website.
Yes.
And you can make them full screen. You'll notice that they're kind of small just because, just for the sake of making the page look a little bit nicer, but you can always make those videos full screen. So if you're able to make any kind of contribution, we really appreciate your support. If you're unable to do that right now, that's totally okay. The most important thing for us is that you're here with us, watching our videos and listening. We really appreciate that so much.
Say hello. Say hello. Say, what do you like?
Yep. Leave us some comments and say hello. So what is next here? Next is one of my favorite jazz standards. I probably say that about a lot of tunes, but this one really is very close to my heart. Yes. This is a classic song by Rodgers and Hart, and this is called Manhattan. And we'd like to dedicate this to all of our friends and family in New York, and not only in Manhattan, in all the boroughs of New York City. New York, of course, as we all know, has been one of the hardest hit cities in the country as far as the virus goes. And I know that New Yorkers are doing so much to keep themselves and each other safe. And there are so many amazing workers there who are on the front lines, whether you're working in a hospital or involved in the healthcare system in any way, in public health, sanitation, everybody who's working.
And all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody who's working to make the city, and by the city, consequently, the whole community at large, everybody who's working to make it a safer and healthier place. We thank you so much, and we'd like to dedicate this to you. And we have a lot of friends and family who live in New York City, so this is for all of you. This is called Manhattan. has a classic tune by Rodgers and Hart called Manhattan. And it's so funny where the slideshow stopped. I'd love to tell you all what that picture is. We took that photo outside of Jazz at Lincoln Center in the Lincoln Center building, and that's actually inside an elevator. And I don't know, it like got off at some floor where apparently you're not allowed to go to Jazz at Lincoln Center at that particular elevator exit. So there's a sign there that says restricted area, no access to Jazz. And of course that's so sad, no access to Jazz. So that's why we made those sad faces. It's actually one of my favorite photos of us ever. Yay. Actually, there are two there's the Lincoln Center big complex where the Metropolitan Opera is and the ballet, and Alice Tully Hall, I think is the name of the building. And then Jazz at Lincoln Center is over in Columbus Circle, and there's a big almost like a mall. I think it's called the Shops at Columbus Circle. We always go there when we go to New York. It's really, really cool place.
And the market.
Yeah, there's actually a Whole Foods down in the bottom. Like you take an escalator down, and we've eaten there a lot. So in that building, if you go up to one of the top floors, that's where Jazz at Lincoln Center is, and Dizzy's Club Coca-Cola. And actually, the first time I ever went there, this is actually quite an amazing thing. I don't know if everybody, all of our friends know this. Obviously, my college friends know this, but friends who we know here in Rochester, I don't know if you all know this, but I played with a wonderful vocal jazz group called Gold Company when I was in college, and it's actually one of the premier vocal jazz, collegiate vocal jazz groups in the world. And we actually had an opportunity twice, 2 years in a row, to perform at Jazz at Lincoln Center. We played in, at that time it was called the Allen Room. I think it's got a different name now, but it's still the same building. And it's like the most spectacular view. There's this big stage, and the wall behind the stage is made of glass, and it just looks out over Columbus Circle and Central Park, and it's just the most incredible view. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Actually, not one, but two, because we did it 2 years in a row. So little shout out to all my Gold Company friends. If any of you are watching. That was really one of the best experiences ever. Not just those two performances, but just being in the group. I was playing piano for the group, not singing, in case anybody wondered. People who aren't familiar with my college life.
Cecile?
Yep, that's how Cecile. That's
Cecile.
my best friend from college, Cecile. That's how we met. We were in
Gold Company.
yeah, and actually we were in Gold Company 2, which is there's a second Gold Company group, which is just as incredible. It's kind of geared toward the freshmen and sophomores, although not necessarily. There were often older students in the group because the group is actually that great that they were really on par with Gold Company 1 as well. But Cecile and I were in Gold Company 2, which was also called GC2, our freshman year, and that was how we met. And the rest is history. Yay! So if you're watching, hi Cecile!
Hi Cecile!
And all my Gold Company and GC2 friends from back then. We have so many wonderful memories together, and I hope that we all get to see each other and recreate some of those memories someday. So next we'd like to play an original composition of mine. I wrote this several years ago. And I wrote this piece for my grandpa, Cy. I hope he's watching tonight.
Hello,
We're playing this for
Cy.
you, Grandpa.
We miss you, Cy.
Yeah, I know. We miss you so much. It's been really hard not being able to visit my grandpa during this time. He lives right here in Rochester, but fortunately, the place where he lives is taking the necessary precautions so that, the residents stay safe, which we know is the best thing for them to do because we ultimately want everybody to be safe and healthy, but we really miss seeing my grandpa, so we'd like to play this tune for him now. This is a piece that I wrote at his request several years ago. He loves mazurkas, and a mazurka is a traditional Polish dance, which typically starts in one tempo, kind of a fast or medium fast tempo. Then there's a slower section in the middle, and then it gets fast again, and it's in 3/4 time. And actually, Frédéric Chopin, who was a great Polish composer, wrote a lot of mazurkas for solo piano, which might have not exactly been sounding like the traditional mazurka because he did his own Chopin thing with all the music he wrote. But anyway, this is a piece that I composed for my grandpa called Mazurka in Blue, because of course we had to make this jazzy mazurka.
Oh, yes.
And it's actually kind of Dave Brubeck inspired, this tune.
Yeah.
Why not?
But he was Polish?
Maybe. Actually don't know.
Well, his last name.
Had to Google that for tomorrow.
With the accents, right?
Yeah. was called Mazurka in Blue. That's an original composition of mine, dedicated to my grandpa, Cy Weissman. Hopefully he's watching tonight. Hi, Grandpa. We miss you so much. We've got a couple tunes to play for you, and we've got just a couple tunes left. If you're joining us for the first time, please know that we are here every night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We began doing these nightly concerts on March 17th. We have not missed a night yet, and we also haven't repeated any tunes yet, which has been a great challenge for us. It's been so much fun to select new music to play and share with you every night, and we plan to see how long we can continue doing that. So the next piece is a classic composition by Harold Arlen, who wrote many classic songs that have become a huge part of our culture. And the one that you're probably the most familiar with is, of course, Over the Rainbow. We played that piece a few weeks ago, I think early on in our virtual jazz club concert series. And this is another classic piece that he wrote called Come Rain or Come Shine. Now that I think about it, there was Over the Rainbow and then this one. I wonder if there's a connection there. The rain brought the rainbow. We think this song has kind of a nice message for this time. Yeah. So we hope you enjoy this one. Look what I did with this slideshow here. Yay. There's rain and shine. That was a classic song from the Great American Songbook called Come Rain or Come Shine. And the main sentence, or the main lyric from that song is, I'm gonna love you like nobody's love you, come rain or come shine. It's such a just memorable lyric there. I really think of those lyrics every time I play this song, especially at least that first phrase. So we've got just one more piece to play for you tonight. And if you haven't already done so, please leave us a comment and say hello, because after we play the last piece, we actually like to say hello to all of you in real time. And I'm going to start by saying hi or responding to the Facebook comments. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to see the YouTube comments, if there are any. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to have it together right now, but like I said, the YouTube thing is brand new. This is actually the first time we're doing YouTube live streaming at the same time as Facebook. So I will do my best. If I'm not able to figure that out tonight, I hope to have that figured out by tomorrow. But no matter what, I will definitely read through all the comments afterward, after the live stream ends. And if there are any comments that I'm not able to say hello to in the video, I will type a reply to all of them. So feel free to say hello. We love hanging out with you afterward, and it's really fun for us when you do let us know that you're watching. If you've been enjoying the music tonight, please head on over to lauradubin.com after we play this last piece. If you're watching on Facebook, you can click on the link right in the video. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just go to lauradubin.com and then click on the music/store page. And there are 3 different things you can do there if you'd like to make a contribution to show your support for what we're doing and to help us continue doing these videos for as long as possible. You can either download our albums. We've got 7 albums that you can choose from. Album number 8 is on the way shortly. You can make a one-time donation. There are several suggested amounts that you can choose from. You can mix and match the amounts if you'd like. You can change the amount by adjusting the quantity. And then the final option is you can become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz. So if you'd like us to keep doing these videos as long as possible, becoming a monthly patron or a monthly subscriber is a great way to do it. And you just have to set it up one time, and then it's automatic from there. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the music after that. And you'll know that you'll be supporting us once per month.
Yes, and thank you to all the friends and people who are supporting already.
Yeah, we really appreciate those of you who have already been signing up for the monthly subscription and making donations. We just appreciate your support so much, and not only for, you know, the obvious financial reason, but also just because you give us a lot of hope. You give us a lot of motivation to continue doing these. We are so sure that this is something that we want to keep doing for as long as possible, because we really enjoy sharing our music with you, and it's great to be able to do it in this way during this time when we can't see each other in real life. But we're really grateful for the opportunity to share it with you through the internet, through Facebook and YouTube, and we're so delighted that you're all here with us. So if you have any questions about the monthly subscription or anything on my website, you can send me a message here on Facebook, or you can reach out to me through email. There's a contact form right on my website, and all those emails get sent directly to me, so you can contact me either way, either of those methods, if you have any questions. And if you'd like to make a donation but you prefer not to do it online, please also send me a message if that's the case, and we can talk about another method. My website is secure, and the PayPal website is also secure, just to let you know. But I know that sometimes people prefer not to do these things online, and we totally understand if that's the case. So anyway, we thank you so much for being here. We're so glad you joined us tonight, and we've got quite a grand finale here for you tonight. This is a piece that you can also hear on our live recording from the Rochester Jazz Festival, which we released in 2016. That was actually when we premiered this piece of music that we're about to play. This is a Beethoven sonata. It is known as the Pathétique Sonata. And for any pianists out there, if there are any pianists watching, I'm sure you will agree with me when I say that when you feel like you need to just like blow off some steam, playing Beethoven is like one of the best ways to do that, especially these really, I like to call them epic, deep, kind of fast compositions. They're just
so active in the left.
Yeah,
hand. Oh
there's
my
so
God.
much fire. And we brought good old Herr Beethoven back here tonight to join us because I want him to hear our version of this piece. This is our jazz version of his Sonata Pathétique Movement 1, and there are many other little hidden gems within the
would
piece.
be nice if the people say
I was just gonna
how many they
say that.
recognize.
I was already a step ahead of you. I would like to invite you all to pay close attention and see which tunes you hear within this piece, and feel free to leave a comment when you figure out some of them. You can either count them all up and then comment at the end all of them, all the ones that you heard, or you can leave one comment at a time as you hear them, whatever you'd like to do. But it'll be a little fun active listening game for all of you, so we hope you enjoy this Beethoven sonata.
Do you want to do the shot, or do you want in both, or only Facebook?
I'll put it on the whole thing, just in case.
Yeah, but I mean in YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Where did it go here?
Well, but okay. Perfect. Yeah, because in this way.
Bear with me for just one moment, folks, while I do some technological thing. What just happened? I think I did something wrong.
Well, okay.
Sorry, guys. Little techno thing here. This is all part of the fact that we...
The video is still there. But
Yeah, but it's not on the right image.
Well, do it again.
Yeah. Again, this is the first time we're...
Some
That's a comment from someone, yeah.
You got it?
I'm right about to. There we go. All right, thanks for your patience, everybody. Normally, I like to just keep things flowing so that, this doesn't happen, but this is the first time we're doing the YouTube video, so I just had a little thing to figure out.
Yes. Well, it's already
Yeah.
done.
arrangement of Beethoven's Sonata Pathétique Movement 1. And that is all the music for tonight, but please stick around and chat with us for a few moments. And if you heard any of the little songs that were mixed in there, please leave us a comment and let us know what you think they were. It's kind of like a little guessing game. I saw a bunch of comments popping up tonight while we were playing, so I'm going to start with the Facebook one first because I'm more familiar with how to access those. I'll check on YouTube or see if I can check on YouTube after this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start with this here. Ooh. Is it Saturday?
It's Saturday, yeah.
Ooh. And if there's anybody joining us who is here because of the Little Theater Cafe sharing this on their page, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. This was part of the Little Theater's virtual cafe series that they've been doing since the cafe obviously is closed now. They've been inviting the musicians that were actually scheduled to perform there to do virtual concerts, and we were originally scheduled to perform there tonight. Since we've already been doing our ongoing live concert series, they shared it on their page, so we're so delighted about that. So
Thank you for sharing.
It looks like, and I'm guessing this is because we are streaming in 2 places at once, it looks like this thing is not doing anything right now. If this doesn't work, I'll try on my computer.
What, Facebook?
Yeah, it's just not loading. Let's try it on my computer instead.
Oh, okay.
If I'm unable to load all the comments right now, I'm gonna say hello to all of you afterward. So we feel lucky, knock on wood. We've got good internet here at home.
We are using a lot of data.
Yeah,
to
it
upload
uses a lot of a lot of internet bandwidth to stream in 2 places at once. So I didn't think of that before. There might be a chance that I can't actually say hello to all of you right now. But if that is what happens, I promise I will look through all the comments later and say hi to you that way. Let's see if this works. Oh, let's see. Here's the video right now. Find the. And thank you all for your patience tonight. Normally we like to kind of keep these flowing, but when we're trying out new things, sometimes
today is the first day
work in progress. It'll all get more comfortable afterward. I mean, after we do it for a few days. Let's see, is this the one we're doing right now? Okay, there we go. Looks like I can see them here.
And actually, you can see it in the projector too.
Perfect. Oh, yay, Mona's here. Good, I'm so glad you're here, Mona. Mona, thank you so much for having us do this virtual, be part of the virtual Little tonight. We appreciate it so much. And if there are any people listening right now who maybe you weren't here for the first tune where I mentioned this, Mona Segatola Same is a Rochester treasure. You've probably heard her on Classical 91.5 if you listen to the classical station. And if you aren't listening, you should, because they play excellent music. She's got wonderful taste in music. I love tuning in when she's on the air. She's also the curator of the music at the Little Theater Cafe. So we've been in touch with her a lot recently. She's a wonderful violist. And she is also one of the biggest advocates for live music in Rochester. And she's just been such a support for all the musicians in town, including us. So thank you so much, Mona. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you, Mona.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
And I wonder if I can actually see if I can see all of them right now. Right now I'm only seeing a couple of them. So it says there's 43 comments, and I'm only seeing a couple. So I see Frank Mancini. Hi, Frank, and Lisa and Bobby. Great to have you all here. So he says, over the rainbow, blue skies. Oh, I think he's typing right now. Yep, you got those ones.
Nice.
Alejandro Senior is watching. Bravo por sonata excelente. Oh, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
How was my Spanish?
Okay. Excellent.
Alejandro Senior and Junior and Deanna and Ma, Mary Lou, thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it so much. Jeff Trumbull. Hi, Jeff. Great to have you here again.
Thank you, Jeff.
He says, you aren't on the JV team, you guys. Wow, Beethoven. I'm glad you like the Beethoven. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think Frank's typing his responses right now.
Oh,
he says,
perfect.
It don't mean a thing if ain't got that swing.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. That was the last one. Let's see here. Oops, I probably shouldn't have clicked away. I thought maybe if I clicked on that maybe I could see all the comments somehow. Let's see if this works. Aha! There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. Is this all of them? That's great.
Very nice.
If it is, okay.
Thank you. We have a lot.
I'm probably gonna start using this from now on. So okay.
Much better.
Frank, blue skies over the rainbow. Yeah. I think I'm reading the comments backwards now. The sound is great all the way over in New Jersey. Oh hi.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it Saeed? Did I pronounce your name correctly? I see your last name is also Segatola Slami, so I'm guessing you must be related to Mona.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Saeed.
So great to have you here. Welcome.
And so it's
I see the Sue Wes and Sue Pittenger just like this video. Hey Sue and Wes, we miss you so much.
You, yeah.
Like we want to give you a hug through the internet so bad.
Thank you for watching.
I just saw your like popped up. Your mom says bravo, yay.
Gracias, Mom.
Oh, Angela Taylor. Hi, Angela. Great to have you here. Remember Angela from Baltimore? We did the house concert at her house.
Course.
Okay, this was so much fun. So, gosh, was it like 5 years ago now?
Something like that.
Feels like it was yesterday, but I have two cousins who live in Baltimore. Actually, my two cousins are twin sisters, and they both live in Baltimore with their families, with their husbands and beautiful children. And we went to visit them a couple years ago, and when we visited them, we wanted to do some performances in the area. And using the power of the internet, I was looking for some venues, music venues in Baltimore. And I somehow got in touch with Angela Taylor, who lives in Baltimore, and she actually does a house concert series at her house. She and her husband and their son James have a beautiful house, and they have a beautiful piano there. And she invited like tons of her friends.
Yes,
I think this is an ongoing series that she does. I'm not sure if you're doing it currently, Angela, but at the time, several years ago, you invited us to play, and it was so much fun. It was so great to meet all of you, and it was just such a wonderful, intimate musical experience. And if this shelter-in-place order ever ends, once we are actually able to perform live again, that is something that we enjoy doing. We love to do house concerts. Very intimate concert for you and anybody you choose to invite, your friends, family, enemies.
Yeah, it's a great way to share the music.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much for watching, Angela. We hope you and Dan and James are all doing well. Oh, it looks like Mona's listing all the songs here. I'm reading the comments backwards. So she says, I heard, yep, all the things you are. Yep, that was one of them. And My Funny Valentine. Yes, that was one of the last ones that was inserted there. And that it was really fun to figure out where to insert certain pieces. And I did this arrangement a couple of years ago. Actually, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, because it was 2016 when we played at the Jazz Fest the first time. Now it's 2020. My God. So I'm trying to remember if I picked out the songs ahead of time, or if I kind of let the music dictate which piece I would insert in certain places. I think maybe it was a little bit of both. If I could go back in time and ask myself what I did or how I did it, that would be kind of cool. Linda! Hi, Linda! She says, bravo on the Beethoven. Thank you so much. That was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you
so much for being here
Linda.
again.
Thank you.
Donna's watching. She says, thanks for my favorite Beethoven's Pathétique. Thank you so much, Donna. I knew you would enjoy that one. I think that you shared our YouTube video of that piece a couple weeks ago, so we're so glad you could be here tonight to hear it.
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah. Yay. Betsy! Hi, Betsy! She says she enjoyed it tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here tonight with us, Betsy.
Betsy, thank you.
Thank you again from Canandaigua. Jeff Trumbull says, now I got our 35-year-old son involved. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for spreading our music.
Yes, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We really appreciate everybody who's been sharing our videos, whether that was, whether just by telling people about them or by actually sharing the videos on your page. All these videos are public. Well, on Facebook, they're public on Facebook means that you can share them with your friends and anybody can see them. I think it's the same case for YouTube. But if you're on Facebook, the best way to share the video is by sharing the Facebook video itself rather than putting the YouTube link on Facebook. But either way, it's all good, and we're so grateful for the support, and we're so delighted to have had our audience expand as we've continued from week to week. Yeah. Robert Neno. Hi, Robert. Thanks so much for watching again.
Thank you, Robert.
Oh, another Laura. Laura Chekow. Did I say your name correctly? Is it Chekow or is it Chekhov, like a Polish pronunciation? She says, just lovely. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's so great to meet another Laura. It's the best name.
Laura
Woo!
Chekhov.
It's spelled Chekow. It's a beautiful name. Wonderful selections tonight after a beautiful sunny day. Oh, that's Linda. Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, we have good weather here in Rochester.
Boy, it was so
today.
nice to see the sun today. And it's
good.
like, it's always so gray and gloomy here in Rochester that I don't even really notice. But then suddenly when it is sunny, like today, it's like, oh, wow, this is so nice. It's been such depressing weather. Like, we were definitely having winter number 2 the last couple weeks. So I was very grateful to have some sun today. Yeah. Donna says, she's the lyrics, "We're gonna love you, come rain or come shine." Frank Sinatra always sang that as one of his standard songs. Oh yeah, his version's very, very classic. I love Frank Sinatra. He's probably one of the first jazz singers I ever heard. Raksha Elmer, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and welcome. Nice to meet you, just through Facebook. Hopefully we'll get to meet in real life someday. Oh, Wes left a comment. He says, "Wonderful. Thank you, Wes. It's so great to have you and Sue here tonight. We miss you both so much."
And say hello to your grandson.
The great-grandson. Well, they have grandchildren also.
Exactly.
Yeah, our dear friends Wes and Sue are great-grandparents as of a few weeks ago, which when they told us that, I thought they must have been very, very young when they got married, because Wes and Sue, neither of you look like you're old enough to have a great-grandchild. But it's so special that you get to be a part of each other's lives. Not a lot of babies get to know their great-grandparents or vice versa, so it's really, really special. We hope that the baby's doing well.
Thank you, Wes and Sue. Thank you for watching.
Oh, I see that Linda put the virtual little link right here in the video. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, this is great.
Mona says, "We love the little donut place in the Columbus Circle subway station." Ooh, I don't think we've been to that. Next time we go to New York, though, we will. I love donuts. In fact, my face literally I felt my face lighting up when I read the word donut.
In Columbus Circle?
Yeah. Speaking of sweet stuff in New York City, there is the cookies. I wonder if I've got a picture of those here. Well, I don't want to go away from the screen, but there's a bakery. It's called Levain Bakery. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's spelled Levaine. Looks French.
Oh la la.
Yeah, they've actually got 2 locations now. The first, well, they're both on the Upper West Side. One of them is on, I want to say it's like 72nd Street or 74th Street or something. But they have these cookies that are literally like this thick. It's almost like the thickness of a piece of cake. Actually, I think my mom and I discovered that place with her and our friend Trisha years ago, and now every time we go to New York, that's like one of the first things we do is we go to get these cookies. I think they only have 3 different kinds. They have like chocolate chip walnut,
macadamia.
Yeah, maybe there's a macadamia or something. I can't remember. I think there's like a peanut butter chip and an oatmeal raisin, and they don't need any more flavors than that, because just with that, it's, oh my gosh, you just walk in there and the smell.
I'm hungry again.
Yeah, sorry, I'm making us hungry now. So for any of you who either live in New York and have never been there, or those of you who might eventually travel to New York once we can travel again, we highly, highly recommend that place. So you just reminded me of that, Mona.
Yes. Thank you, Mona.
Yeah.
We will check it out.
Your mom says, amazing concert. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ma. Oh, Linda shared the YouTube link right here. Thank you. You're doing great promotion for us tonight, Linda.
Donna.
We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
It's got the YouTube and the Facebook event. Perfect. Siobhan, hi Siobhan. It was so great seeing you today.
Thank you.
Actually, that was the first interaction we've had with anybody in a long time, and I will say that we social distanced ourselves and sat very far apart from each other.
Yeah, but it was good to have like a little bit of
had like a short conversation for a while. Yeah,
it was great to see you. Thank you, Siobhan.
Yeah. We saw my mom a few days ago too, and it was also socially distant. It's weird not being able to have our family over. We're all saying hi to each other from the window. And actually, if any of you have seen Love Actually, there's a scene at the end of the movie where it's hard to describe, but this I'll do the very summarized version for those of you who haven't seen the movie. This guy wants to tell this woman that he loves her, but the woman's married and she's at home with her husband, so he makes these big signs that just say all this, these things that he wrote. and he just knocks on the door, and instead of telling her all those things, because obviously he doesn't want the husband to hear it, he just like holds up these signs that say, well, I won't say exactly what it is. I don't want to ruin the whole movie. Not that I would by saying that.
It's a good scene. Yeah, I know.
But anyway, my mom came over the other day and had a sign that said, I miss you, and held it up through the window, and it was so sweet. And it kind of reminded me of that movie, and that's a movie that my mom and I both love to watch. That's also...
We love the brownies.
Yeah, oh my god, those brownies were so good. They're gone already. So it was nice to have a couple socially distant family interactions this week. Donna says, the last few notes were New York, New York. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of snuck that in there in the Manhattan.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, Dave Kreider! Hi, Dave and Kelsey and Wilder. So you haven't met my friend Dave yet, but he's the one who is also a drummer and percussionist, and you guys would be like best friends if you met in real life. So we got to do that someday.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
We were gonna go to their wedding a few years ago, but we weren't able to for. I think we actually had we were supposed to have a performance that weekend. I ended up having a gallbladder attack instead, so we definitely wouldn't have been able to make it to your wedding.
Yeah. Well,
I'm all recovered now. But Dave and Kelsey, we miss you so much, and hopefully you will get to meet Antonio. We'll get to see each other in real life sometime.
And he likes sound too, right?
Yes. Yeah, he loves sound engineering and recording and like mechanical. You guys have a lot in common.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah. And actually, he's the one who I did that Afro Blue arrangement with years ago. He actually, because he plays vibraphone, and he wanted to play that piece for his one of his recitals in college. So that was actually when I learned that. And now we play that arrangement together.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I love that arrangement.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. It's so great. We miss you so much. Hope you're safe and healthy in Kalamazoo, and your beautiful baby is he a year old already, or is he almost 1 year? My gosh, time flies. So we hope to meet him someday soon.
Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Alejandro, it says Alejandro Jr., right? Alejandro Carlos Guerrero Garcia. I love the little emoji there. That's so cute. Thank you so much for watching again. Hey, Frank. He says, just wanted to let you know we, Frank and Bobby, are watching on YouTube in our living room. Oh, perfect. You got us in two places at once. Thank you. We appreciate you watching it there, because you're kind of our guinea pigs figuring out how everything works with the YouTube tonight. So we appreciate you watching it on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. We miss you, Mancini's, so much. Hope to see you sometime soon. Do you need anybody? I want somebody to love. Your brother says, yeah. You know your Beatles.
We love that. Thank you.
Oh, we got a request for Satin Doll. Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah, we'll definitely do that one of those days. That's a classic. That's probably one of the first jazz tunes I learned.
Yeah.
Saludos and momentos difíciles. Did I say that right? Difíciles.
Hard times.
Amen la música. Yes.
Yes, the music is the power of being
mucho
connected.
Poder. Yeah, absolutely.
With hope. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I think I'm almost at the end of it. In a Mellow Tone is a Tony Bennett song. I love Duke Ellington. We have Donna and Duke Ellington have the same birthday. Woo! Well, we'll definitely play some Duke that night.
Nice.
Thank you so much for watching. Did I actually see all the comments tonight? I think maybe I did, unless there are new ones here. Oh, my dad's here. Hi, Dad. Thank you so much for being here.
Jan, thank you.
It says Jan joined. Ooh,
thank you, Jan.
In green font. How cool.
Now you can watch it on your TV. Also, Jan.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you are using your computer, but you can probably use your TV.
Dad, do you have a smart TV or a Blu-ray player? I think he's got a Blu-ray player, which means you should be able to watch it.
You can get YouTube in your TV.
Yeah.
You have two options. You can be in the couch.
Yeah. Saeed. Oh, good. I said your name correctly. Oh,
Saeed.
It's Mona's dad. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it so much. And your daughter is awesome. We are so lucky to have her here in Rochester and in our lives. She's such a treasure to the Rochester community. You raised her well.
Thank you, Saeed. Thank you. Thank you.
Not sure if that's a joke or not, but I might pass over that for a second. Oh, Dave is still watching, and he says he's almost won. Oh my gosh, May 18th. He's coming up. Wow. Oh my gosh. Can't believe how my Dave and Kelsey's baby boy is going to be 1 year old in a few weeks. That's very exciting. And a few months ago, Dave sent me a picture of him holding him at the piano, which was
Nice.
adorable.
Man,
Maybe he'll be
congratulations
playing
for
the drums
beautiful
soon
family.
too, if he's not already.
Nice.
All right, I think that looks like it was everybody. So thank you so much for being here. Just real quick, I'm gonna pop over to YouTube and see if there's any chance I can find any comments here. I don't know if anybody actually left a comment, but let's find out. Oh, live now. There we go.
Yay.
2 people watching. Woohoo! Yay! I know this is the first. Okay, looks like no comments, but at least now I know how to find it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, here they are on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
There is the chat.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Oh, perfect. Mona's watching here too. She says, glad to have you here on YouTube. Deanna's here. Good night. Hi, Deanna.
Diana, thank you.
Oh, there. Okay, so Frank and Bobby. This is Frank and Bobby watching in our living
In
room
YouTube.
on Roku. Nice. Yeah.
Cool.
And that's cool that that you can actually type on the TV. That's actually good to know because somebody was asking
With
about that
Roku,
yesterday.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can get it.
Linda says the YouTube stream is working very well. Perfect. And you can chat
Thank you,
right here.
Linda.
Perfect. Please let your family and friends know about tuning in. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for the promo. Yay. Hey, we actually got a couple comments tonight. That's wonderful.
This is great.
Happy about that.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm gonna just check them in this way from now on. 'Cause
it's
this
a good idea,
seems
yeah.
to work. Yeah. Must be like a mobile
And actually,
thing.
probably they can see. Oh well, I'm not sure how good is the image in the projector, but all the comments.
Yeah,
the
maybe
projector
kind of small there, but yeah, this is
Such a
good.
great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So much for being here, and a special thank you to everybody who joined us on YouTube. This is the first time we've done it on YouTube. Like I said before, we do these live streams on Facebook every night, and then we upload the same videos to YouTube afterward. But that means that if you're not a night owl and you want to watch on YouTube, you have to wait till the next day, or otherwise watch like late at night. So now we're delighted that non-Facebook users who watch our videos on YouTube can now join us in real time. So we hope you will all continue to watch in both places and continue to let your friends and family know about us. We'll see you back here at 8:30 p.m. again tomorrow night and every night for the rest of our lives at this point.
Amen.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.